During this clip, we'll deal with calculating to 1 or 2 decimal places. We need to know about working with decimals because we use them on a daily basis. We use them mostly when we deal with money, and money is usually written to 2 decimal places. Sometimes we may be asked on an assessment or an exam to write our answer to 1 or 2 decimal places. Before we take a look at calculating decimals, make sure you have looked at the clips on adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing decimals. As you'll be aware from these clips, we use a decimal system based on 10, which we inherited from ancient civilizations, with the latter addition of the point. Remember, when using decimal points, numbers to the left of the decimal stand for whole numbers, and numbers to the right indicate the fractional part. Let's take a look. So you already know how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide decimals. So we just have to learn how to write our answers to 1 or 2 decimal places. First of all, let's work out what is meant by 1 decimal place by using this calculation. 79.5 divided by 5. The best way to do this calculation is to write it out a different way. 79.5 divided by 5 equals 15.9. Divide the figures as usual and make sure that you keep the points in line, just like we did in the addition and subtraction of decimal clips. We can see that there is only one figure after the point, so we would say that this answer is to 1 decimal place. Now we'll carry out the next calculation and write our answer down to 2 decimal places. 172.6 divided by 4. So we'll write it out as follows. 172.6, but this time we'll add a 0 as we want to get our answer to 2 decimal places. Divided by 4 equals 43.15. Remember, we keep our decimal points and all of our numbers aligned throughout. Let's try another just to check our understanding. 6.24 times 5.3. Just for ease of use, we'll remember to drop the decimal points this time, which would mean that we're trying to times 624 by 53. This will give us an answer of 33,072. Now, as we had 3 decimal places before, the 24 after the point, and below it the 0.3, that means we have to count 3 places from the right-hand side and put in our decimal point. Therefore, it will be 33.072. This is the correct answer. It's easy, isn't it? In this calculation, we have 3 figures after the point, but we've been asked to calculate the answer to 2 decimal points. So in this circumstance, the answer will be 33.07. The reason it's 07 is that the 2 that's before it is lower than 5, therefore we round down to 0.7. If it was a 5, we'd round up, therefore it becomes 0.8. Remember this rounding skill as it's important and is a common fault on the FCA. Remember, you can use exactly the same method if you're adding or subtracting decimals. This clip will have helped you to understand and work out decimal places. Now you must complete your workbook to help reinforce what you've learned. Remember, you can view this clip as many times as you need to.